Hello, I'm Dr. Cindy Burnett, Director of Possibilities at Creativity and Education.
And I'm Barney Saltzberg. I am a children's book author, illustrator, and songwriter. And we are doing a weekly art project based on a book that I wrote with Jamie Lee Curtis, the actor, and I drew pictures on her photographs. So the book is called What Do You See? A Conversation in Photographs. And we are right now going to have a conversation about photographs and what you can do. So today we're hoping, Cindy and I, that you will find a picture in your house. Now this could get tricky because I realize I come from an age where we actually printed out photographs. So some of you might have some pictures in your house, some of you might not. So we're really open to being flexible. So ideally you have a printed photo that you can either draw on, tape or paste into a larger piece of artwork. Possibly if you have permission to cut it up if you want with scissors. If you can't find a picture in your house that's been printed, maybe it's a frame photograph that you can just borrow for this project and then give back, or maybe it's someone's iPhone with a picture on it. You can just put that on and draw around it. So this is going to require whatever art supplies you have. Cindy, what do you have? Like paper, I would assume.
I do.
Glue, Scotch
I do.
tape, maybe tape.
stick?
You don't have glue? Yeah, glue stick. Something to draw with, paint, whatever you like. And there's no rules on this one. This is just really to experiment and try to get into the mindset of what we did in the book. And I'm hoping, because I don't have a physical book to hold up and show you, that Cindy will be able to bring some images in. But I took Jamie's photographs and kind of did my own interpretation of them by creating art using her pictures. And it's really that collaboration that the book is about. And we're hoping you can collaborate with yourself or a partner if you want. So Cindy, did you find a photograph or a picture?
I did. I had to dig. And if you're a child listening, make sure that you have permission to destroy this picture. And you can always print something off the internet as well. So if you find a picture off the internet, you can also print that out. But I did find a picture and it brought back an immediate smile to my face. And this is the picture. And this is a dress I still own. It's Maggie London dress. And I wore it teaching one year to a bunch of graduate students. And one of my graduate students said, I love this dress so much. And the next day I brought it to her. I go, you can have it. And she said, I can have it. I said, yeah, you can have it. I said, I loved how happy this dress made you, because she loved the colors in the dress. Well, then she had the dress go travel to every single person in her cohort. And there were like 22 students from all over the world. And then they did a video story of each of them, everyone in the whole class, all graduate students. So 20s, 30s and up, men, women, all different places in the world. And they showed how this dress traveled around the world. And then they gave the dress back to me. So it was an amazing experience as an educator to have this dress that went to all of my graduate students.
Like the sequel to the Traveling Pants.
Yes, yes. And certainly it's very colorful and fun and playful. And this picture actually, and I have several of these, but it says, no matter how far apart, we will always wear you in our hearts.
So this was what you're going to play with today.
Yes.
Okay, now, so Cindy, you can start, just play with this. And
okay.
She could cut with a scissors if she wants. She could use it in its entirety. Again, I said this on the last art project. If I gave this to a group of people, some might come up with similar ideas, some might come up with completely separate ideas. And that's the beauty of this. There's no one way to do this. And it's really an exercise in play and an opportunity to kind of stretch your brain a little bit and surprise the person that maybe the picture is of, or whatever you like. But I think it's just really a fun time to play. And that's really what the book with Jamie was about. It was her sending me images that she just thought were fun images, and they were, but I wanted to put my spin on, my take on what I could turn them into. And that reveal when I sent it back was always fun for me to share and fun for her to get. And it was kind of like Christmas when I would get the picture. It was like I stopped everything. I'm going to draw on this and send it back. And once we had a bunch of them, we thought this is a fun idea for a book. And Creston Books out of the Bay Area in California published it, and we're really proud of it. So let's see what Cindy's coming up with.
It's tricky because I can't tear it up into small pieces. I don't have any scissors on me. Oh, I got a little piece there. Oh, never mind. It's working now.
Okay. So maybe while you're doing that, I can show something that I did when Cindy was running around looking for artwork, and we're doing this from Buffalo, New York to Los Angeles. I was in my studio and I found a picture that I love of my wife, and it's in a frame. So I wasn't about to cut it up or draw on it, but I can show you the picture. It's pretty beautiful. And this frame is, I don't even know where it came from, but this is the frame. And it's got a little crown on top of it. Isn't that a great shot? So I put it on in the middle of a piece of paper without any preconceived ideas of what I would do with it. And I'm going to show them while you're working. I turned it into an alien that had a photograph frame body. And then I thought, well, is he the only one? See that how the crown became the eyes? That maybe the dog also has a frame, but I didn't have a picture. I thought, well, this alien has got a picture of who it loves. And so what would the dog have a picture of in its frame? And it's a dog bone.
Aww.
So they live together on this planet. And that's something really simple, but you could do whatever you like. And how are we doing over there?
I'm doing well.
Should I play a song while we're waiting?
Sure.
I don't have any guitars. It helps to have music. I like to draw with music.
I agree. So if you're listening at home, you should be grabbing some music. But Barney,
grab something on the wall. I don't know what this is tuned to. Okay, well, this is it's out of tune. For those of you wondering, this is a hubcap from an old car, an Oldsmobile to be exact, from 1955. It kind of goes, this blue guitar, with her wall, doesn't it? This is I'm making up a drawing and I don't know what I'm gonna do. You can make up a drawing too. How's it going?
it's done.
Whoa. Whoa. Not what anything I expected.
What did you expect?
I didn't know.
I didn't know either. I just started taping things and then I started creating pictures. And it's sort of like an explosion.
It's funny because I was thinking it kind of looked like an alien plant, like flower. Wow. Very neat. So did you have fun doing it?
I loved it. It was very relaxing, actually.
So what's fun about this to me also is the surprise for the creator. And if this was an image that someone else had, I think the people who have had that dress would never expect it. That would be another art project to do. All the people who wore the dress or had the dress create some art with a picture of it. So we're hoping you will try this too. It's all in the spirit of what do you see? A conversation in pictures. My book, which comes out March 1st with Jamie Lee Curtis. And if you want to pre-order it, it would make us really happy.
So we'll post some links down below, Barney.
Great, great. Well, thank you for playing with us. And thank you for doing that.
Thank you for coming on and talking about this book. I'm really excited about this. And so we'll be out March 1st.
Yep.
Excellent. So thanks so much for joining us today on Creativity. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Thanks for playing, as always.